Hi guys, this is John with Louisiana Fish Fry Products. I'm here today to talk to you first-time boilers. Many of you may have had your fathers, your brothers, your cousins do the boils in the past. It's time for you to step up, enjoy a boil, and I know that you can handle it. Or you may be from out of town, moved to Louisiana, you heard about boiling crawfish and you want to try it yourself. I want to talk to you today. So you need to find you a sack of crawfish in town. They're about 35 to 40 pounds is an average size sack of crawfish. A little secret to you, Tony's on Plank Road has the best prices. But you find your sack of crawfish, get them home. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you clean your crawfish well. Secret to a really good flavored crawfish is that it's been cleaned. You take a basket like this, a little blue tub, you want to get that crawfish in there, get it done 2-3 times. Once the crawfish is clean, you're going to see that the water has become clear. Your water's clear with your crawfish in it, they're set to be cooked. Next thing you want to do is get your water going. You want to make sure you have a high burner. You don't want to use one of those little cooking burners you use for jambalaya pots and other stuff. It has to be a high burner. And you want to make sure you get that water about halfway up for 1 sack of crawfish, 3/4 up for 2 sacks. You just want to make sure that the water is slightly above the crawfish itself. With that, you let that water come to a boil. Once that water is just about to hit a boil, you want to take your Louisiana crawfish boil. 1 sack is already measured out for you. All the seasonings, all the spice, just pour and boil, already done. 1 sack for 1 sack of crawfish. Easy to remember. At that point, you want to stir it up good. Make sure you get that water and that spice all stirred up good. You may want to put in additional seed boil bags. The little seed bags have all the accent flavors that you'd find in your powder boils, such as clove or bay leaf, peppers, and other spices. Gives it a great little enhancement in the flavor. The next thing you may want to do is add in some oil as well. This is a concentrate, so that you basically get not much salt, but you get more flavor in there as well. Again, this is something that can enhance the product if you like, but you don't have to have it. The 1 bag of the seasoned sack to sack size covers all the spices you need. These are some extra things that you can put in if you like. Cayenne is one of those other spices. Cayenne will make it nice and hot and spicy. You can add as much of this as you like in the water. Really about half a bottle will get it heated up to all that you would need. The next piece of it is get in your vegetables, your onions. You do want to clean, take off the outer wrap on there. I like to cut mine in half. Celery the same, cut that in half. Garlic you want to cut off the top. Lemon slice in half. Potatoes, leave them in the sack as they are. It's easy to take out. Put all that in your water. Get that boiling. Stir it up good on there. Once you're at that high boil, we call it a rolling boil, is then you want to add your clean crawfish. Put it into there. Stir it up real good. Make sure all the crawfish are covered under the water and the seasoning is over everything. At that point, don't go away and tell jokes with your friends or go get beer and forget about your boil. You're the boiler. You've got to stay there. You got to time it. You want to do it right. So at that point, make sure it hits that rolling boil. At that point, you're timing it for 4 minutes. Let those crawfish boil. Cut it off at that point. At that point, I like to put in ice. Everybody has their own way at the end. I add in ice. It helps the cooking process stop. It helps them soak up more of the seasoning into the product. So I add the ice in there. 2 bags of ice is plenty. At that point, you let them soak. The soaking time depends on the crowd that you plan to feed. If you have a lot of small children or older adults and they don't like it as spicy, you're going to let it soak for about 10 to 12 minutes. If you have Louisiana people or you want to have it real spicy, you let it soak for 20 minutes or more. The spicier, the longer you soak, the spicier it will be. Okay? So at that point, I take mine out after 20 minutes, pull them out, allow the crawfish to drain, pour those crawfish out on a table, have your friends and family surround that table and begin to enjoy those Louisiana crawfish. And I tell you, you have a beer and some crawfish and you eat these great vegetables and you're going to pass a good time. Enjoy.